1 in every 2 men over 40 experiences some level of erectile dysfunction. By the time men hit their 60s, the numbers rise even further. Yet, very few men feel comfortable discussing it openly. Instead, many struggle quietly, blaming themselves or seeking quick fixes that only cover up the issue. Imagine if I told you that one natural nutrient, taken at the right time each day, could not only enhance sexual performance, but also improve sleep quality and help recover energy you thought was gone for good. This isn't about miracle supplements or empty hype. It's about truly understanding your body, learning how hormones, blood flow, nerves, and sleep all interact, and how one particular vitamin at night can have an unexpectedly powerful effect in restoring balance. Think of it like nourishing the soil instead of just watering the plant. When the soil is healthy and well maintained, everything else thrives. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Men over 60 often face a threefold challenge. First, testosterone naturally declines, impacting libido and overall energy. Second, achieving deep restorative sleep becomes more difficult, making overnight recovery less effective. And third, circulation, which is key to sexual function, slows down with age, especially if there are conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or prostate issues. The result is a cycle. Poor sleep disrupts hormone balance. Low hormones reduce sexual function, which can harm confidence, creating stress and even worse sleep. The good news is that this cycle can be broken. Research shows that specific nutrients taken at night can align with the body's natural rhythms, enhancing sleep, balancing hormones, and supporting the vascular system that underpins sexual function. One nutrient, which we'll focus on today, has been studied for its role in boosting both potency and sleep quality in men over 60. In this session, we'll go through the science step by step. We'll explain what this vitamin is, how it works, why timing is critical, and what studies reveal. Along the way, we'll bust common myths, review real-life examples, and provide practical steps you can start implementing tonight. You deserve understanding, not anxiety. You deserve solutions that truly work. And most importantly, you deserve to know that these challenges aren't a sign of failure. They're a natural part of aging, manageable with knowledge and care. So let's begin this journey together. By the end, you'll understand not only why this vitamin matters, but how to incorporate it into your nightly routine for better sleep, stronger vitality, and renewed confidence. Let's start with the foundation, the link between sleep and testosterone. Many men are surprised to learn that testosterone isn't just about masculinity or sexual function. It's also central to your body's nightly repair process. Think of testosterone as the body's overnight maintenance crew. Just as construction crews need quiet hours to rebuild roads, your body needs uninterrupted deep sleep to restore testosterone levels. Here's what the research reveals. A landmark study from the University of Chicago found that just 1 week of restricted sleep, getting only 5 hours per night, lowered young men's testosterone levels by almost 15%. To put that in context, that's like aging 10 to 15 years in just 7 days, purely due to poor sleep. Now, consider how much more vulnerable this balance becomes for men in their 60s, who are already experiencing the natural decline of testosterone production. Another key point is that testosterone is released in a pulsating rhythm during the night, with the largest surge occurring in the first few hours of deep sleep. If you struggle with insomnia, frequent nighttime urination, or restless legs, you may be cutting off the exact window when testosterone has its best chance to regenerate. This explains why so many men notice that when they sleep poorly, their energy, libido, and potency drop almost immediately. Think of it like trying to charge your phone using a faulty outlet. If the current keeps cutting out every hour, the battery never fully recharges. Similarly, when deep sleep is disrupted, your testosterone battery stays half empty, no matter how disciplined your diet or exercise routine is. Stress compounds this problem. Cortisol, the body's stress hormone, rises when sleep is interrupted. Elevated cortisol directly inhibits testosterone production in the testes. In other words, poor sleep not only limits your body's ability to produce testosterone, but also increases a hormone that actively blocks it, a double hit to your vitality. So, what's the solution? The first step is recognizing that addressing sleep is essential if you want to maintain potency after 60. Sexual health depends on your sleep cycle just as much as it does on blood flow. Here's the key takeaway. Introducing certain vitamins or minerals at night doesn't just help you fall asleep faster, it protects your hormonal rhythm. By enhancing sleep quality, you allow the body to naturally restore testosterone, supporting both sexual function and overall energy. If this connection is making sense, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. It helps me know that this in-depth education is valuable to you. And if sleep has been a struggle in your own life, leave a comment below so we can open this conversation. You are not alone, and there are real, research-backed solutions. When most people hear melatonin, they think of a simple over-the-counter sleep aid, a small pill to help you drift off. But melatonin is more than a sedative. It's a hormone produced naturally by your pineal gland in response to darkness. For men over 60, melatonin plays a much larger role than just aiding sleep. It impacts sexual health, nitric oxide signaling, and even prostate function. Research shows that melatonin interacts with the testes, helping regulate testosterone production and protecting cells from oxidative stress. Another study from the National Institutes of Health highlighted that melatonin improves the function of endothelial cells, the inner lining of your blood vessels. Why does this matter? Because a healthy endothelium is essential for nitric oxide release. Nitric oxide is the body's natural chemical messenger for erections. Without it, potency simply isn't possible. Think of nitric oxide like a green traffic light signaling blood to flow into the penis. If the light never turns green, traffic gets stuck. Melatonin helps keep that traffic light functioning properly by protecting the lining of blood vessels. This means that taking melatonin at night isn't just about deeper sleep, it's also about maintaining the foundation of sexual performance. Now, let's shift to the prostate. Emerging research indicates that melatonin may help protect prostate tissue, potentially reducing inflammation and easing urinary symptoms in men with benign prostatic hyperplasia. While studies are still developing, this suggests an added benefit to ensuring melatonin levels aren't chronically low. And here's the reality: melatonin production naturally decreases with age. By the time men reach 60, levels may be only about half of what they were in their 20s. You may be wondering, should every man start taking melatonin supplements? The answer isn't one size fits all. For some, a low dose, often just 1 to 3 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, can be helpful. Higher doses aren't always better and may sometimes cause grogginess or disrupt natural sleep cycles. The goal is to support your body's rhythm, not overwhelm it. Here's a practical tip. Think of melatonin as a gentle reminder for your body. Dim your lights in the evening, limit screen exposure an hour before bed, and if your doctor agrees, consider a small melatonin dose as part of your nightly routine. Doing this signals your body that it's safe to enter deep rest. A rest that serves as the soil where testosterone renewal, vascular repair, and sexual vitality grow. If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. Many men feel embarrassed discussing sleep supplements, but melatonin isn't a crutch. It's a natural hormone that declines with age, and a gentle boost can help restore both your nights and your potency. Now, let's consider vitamin D. Most people associate it with sunshine and bone health. It's often called the sunshine vitamin because the body produces it when skin is exposed to ultraviolet light. But vitamin D is much more than that. For men over 60, it functions more like a hormone than a simple vitamin. It influences testosterone levels, vascular health, immune balance, and even mood stability, all factors that shape both potency and overall vigor. Here's what the research tells us. A study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research found that men with sufficient vitamin D levels had significantly higher testosterone compared to those who were deficient. Another review in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism highlighted that vitamin D deficiency isn't just linked to low testosterone. It's also associated with higher rates of erectile dysfunction because vitamin D supports endothelial function. That's the inner lining of your blood vessels, critical for nitric oxide release. Without healthy endothelial cells, blood flow is restricted and potency suffers. Now, this is where timing becomes important. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so it's best absorbed with meals containing healthy fats. While most doctors suggest morning or midday doses to mimic natural sunlight, emerging evidence indicates that for men struggling with sleep, taking vitamin D in the evening may indirectly support melatonin rhythms. This is because vitamin D helps regulate the circadian system, your body's internal clock that governs sleep and hormone release. Think of it like resetting your body's wristwatch so that testosterone production, vascular repair, and energy renewal all happen at the right time. Mood is another key factor. Men low in vitamin D often report fatigue, irritability, or low mood. Depression and low testosterone frequently overlap, both of which can drain sexual vitality. By restoring vitamin D, testosterone levels can improve, and mood and energy often follow. This creates a positive cycle: better sleep, better mood, stronger potency. Let me give you a simple analogy. Imagine trying to plant a garden in dry, depleted soil. No matter how good the seeds are, they won't thrive. Vitamin D acts like rainwater, nourishing the soil so that hormones, circulation, and energy can take root. When men restore their vitamin D levels, many report feeling younger, not because age reverses, but because the body finally has the resources it needs to function properly. Practical tip: if you're over 60, ask your doctor to check your vitamin D with a simple blood test called 25-hydroxy-vitamin D. Many men are surprised to learn they're deficient, even if they spend time outdoors. If supplementation is needed, discuss the right dosage for your body. Some men respond best to smaller daily doses, while others benefit from larger weekly doses. If your doctor agrees, taking vitamin D in the evening with dinner, especially if it includes healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, or avocado, can improve absorption and support your nightly rhythm. Remember, this isn't about chasing perfection. It's about giving your body one of the most fundamental tools to keep testosterone, sleep, and potency in balance. If I had to highlight one mineral that deserves more attention in men's health after 60, it would be magnesium. Often called the relaxation mineral, magnesium participates in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, yet nearly half of older adults are deficient. Why does this matter for potency, vigor, and deep sleep? Because magnesium influences nerve function, muscle relaxation, stress hormone regulation, and even the dilation of blood vessels necessary for erections. Here's what research shows. A study in the Journal of Research and Medical Sciences found that magnesium supplementation improved sleep quality, particularly in older adults experiencing insomnia. Another study in biological trace element research found that men with higher magnesium levels also had higher testosterone compared to those who were deficient. When it comes to erections, magnesium plays a critical role in nitric oxide synthesis, the very pathway that enables blood to flow freely into the penis. Without sufficient magnesium, blood vessels remain tight, and smooth muscle relaxation, a key step for achieving an erection, is impaired. Think of magnesium like the oil that keeps the gears of a machine running smoothly. Without it, the gears grind, squeak, and eventually lock up. In the body, this translates to tense muscles, restless nights, and limited blood vessel relaxation. With adequate magnesium, the system runs efficiently. Sleep becomes deeper, stress hormone levels drop, and erections become easier to achieve. Magnesium also has an often overlooked role in regulating cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Chronically high cortisol disrupts both sleep and testosterone production. Magnesium helps regulate the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal HPA axis, the body's stress response system. By calming this axis at night, magnesium allows the body to enter restorative deep sleep, while creating a hormonal environment that supports testosterone production. How can you increase magnesium intake? Dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are excellent sources. But as we age, magnesium absorption in the gut declines, and common medications like diuretics or acid blockers can increase losses. This is why supplementation is often necessary. Among the various forms, magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate are usually better tolerated at night. They're absorbed efficiently and promote relaxation without causing digestive discomfort. Here's a practical tip. Consider taking magnesium about an hour before bed, ideally with a light snack or warm herbal tea. This signals to your body that it's time to unwind. Many men report falling asleep faster and experiencing fewer nighttime awakenings. Over time, this consistent deep sleep helps stabilize testosterone levels and improves vascular function, both critical for potency and overall vigor. Remember, the goal isn't to take a handful of pills and hope for results. It's about selecting targeted nutrients that work in harmony with your body's natural rhythms. Magnesium, when taken at night, supports the very systems, sleep, hormones, and circulation that men over 60 need most. If this information has been helpful so far, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that content like this is valuable to you, and it helps share clear, evidence-based guidance with other men who may be struggling in silence. So far, we've focused on hormones and sleep, but there's another vital piece of the puzzle: circulation. At its core, potency is a vascular event. Erections occur when blood vessels open up and allow blood to rush into the penile tissue, where it is trapped and held firm. Without healthy circulation, even normal testosterone levels cannot guarantee strong, reliable erections. This is why men with diabetes, high blood pressure, or atherosclerosis often experience erectile dysfunction, even when hormone levels are within the normal range. Here's what the research shows. The molecule that makes erections possible is nitric oxide, produced by the lining of your blood vessels. Nitric oxide signals the smooth muscle in the penile arteries to relax, allowing blood to flow in. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology emphasized that erectile dysfunction is often one of the earliest warning signs of vascular disease, sometimes appearing years before heart problems. In other words, your erection is like a window into your vascular health. So, how do sleep and nutrients fit into this picture? During deep sleep, the body repairs endothelial cells, the same lining of blood vessels that produces nitric oxide. Nutrients like melatonin, vitamin D, and magnesium all support this process. Melatonin protects these cells from oxidative stress. Vitamin D improves their responsiveness. Magnesium helps the smooth muscle relax, so nitric oxide can function properly. Taken together at night, these nutrients work during the precise hours your body is designed to heal blood vessels and restore vascular tone. Think of it like repairing a dam overnight so water can flow freely in the morning. If the dam is cracked or blocked, water stagnates. If the blood vessel lining is unhealthy, erections falter, but with consistent repair, blood flows strongly and reliably. There's another factor to consider. Nitric oxide production naturally declines with age. This process begins in the 40s and accelerates into the 60s. That's why many men notice erections are less firm or less reliable than before. But this decline isn't irreversible. Studies show that lifestyle factors, including sleep quality, exercise, and proper nutrition, can boost nitric oxide availability. For instance, regular aerobic exercise improves endothelial function, while magnesium and vitamin D support the enzymes responsible for nitric oxide production. Here's a practical tip: combine nightly nutrient support with daily habits that enhance circulation. Brisk walking, deep breathing, and pelvic floor exercises all stimulate blood flow. When you complement these activities with magnesium, vitamin D, or melatonin at night, you give your blood vessels the tools they need to repair and strengthen while you sleep. The big picture is this: potency isn't just about testosterone or sexual desire. It's about whether your vascular system is healthy enough to deliver blood when your body signals for it. The nightly window of repair, supported by targeted nutrients, is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked strategies men over 60 can use to maintain vigor and confidence. We've covered a lot, from sleep and testosterone to melatonin, vitamin D, magnesium, and the critical role of circulation. Now, let's bring it all together into something simple and actionable. Knowledge is powerful, but it only matters when it's turned into steps you can take tonight. Think of your nightly routine as a ritual for restoration. In your 60s, your body doesn't bounce back as quickly as it once did. You need to give it deliberate signals and resources so it can repair itself properly overnight. This is where the combination of nutrients we've discussed becomes so powerful. Here's what research and clinical experience suggest. Step 1. Dim the lights and reduce screen exposure at least an hour before bed. This allows your natural melatonin rhythm to rise. If your doctor approves, a low-dose melatonin supplement, typically 1 to 3 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, can support sleep onset and protect the endothelial cells in your blood vessels. Step 2. Make sure your vitamin D levels are adequate. If you're deficient, supplementation, sometimes taken in the evening with dinner, can help regulate your circadian rhythm, support testosterone, and maintain vascular health. Because vitamin D is fat-soluble, pair it with healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, or avocado to improve absorption. Step 3. Consider magnesium. Forms like magnesium glycinate or citrate, taken about an hour before bed, help reduce stress hormones, relax blood vessels, and improve sleep quality. Many men notice that this single adjustment alone reduces nighttime awakenings and restores morning vitality. Step 4. Combine these nutrients with proper sleep hygiene. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid caffeine after midday. If nighttime urination disrupts your sleep, limit fluids in the 2 hours before bed, and discuss prostate-friendly strategies with your doctor. Together, these steps create a nightly rhythm where your hormones, blood vessels, and nervous system work in harmony. This isn't about chasing the perfect supplement stack. It's about choosing the right tools that meet your body's needs after 60. Melatonin cues your circadian clock. Vitamin D nourishes hormone and vascular balance. Magnesium relaxes and calms. Your body does the rest while you sleep. Think of it like programming your body's overnight repair crew. Instead of leaving them with broken tools and low energy, you're giving them exactly what they need to restore strength, potency, and vigor. Over weeks and months, this nightly routine can shift the cycle from decline to resilience, not reversing age, but helping you age with vitality and confidence. The encouraging part: this process isn't costly or complicated. It doesn't require secret formulas or drastic interventions. It's simply about restoring what your body gradually loses at the time of day when it's naturally designed to heal. As you reflect on what we've discussed, ask yourself, what small change can I start tonight? Dim the lights earlier, add magnesium, check my vitamin D levels. The real power lies in these small, consistent steps. As we wrap up, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Sexual health, deep sleep, and vitality after 60 are not separate issues. They are interconnected threads of the same fabric. When sleep falters, testosterone drops. When circulation weakens, erections suffer. When essential nutrients decline, the body's repair systems struggle to keep up. But when these systems are supported together, the body responds with resilience. Here's what the science shows. One simple nightly ritual can set this repair process in motion. Melatonin protects your blood vessels and restores your circadian rhythm. Vitamin D strengthens testosterone and supports vascular balance. Magnesium calms the nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and deepens sleep. Taken in thoughtful doses at the right time, these nutrients are not quick fixes. They are foundational building blocks for long-term potency and vigor. It's important to remember that these challenges are common. You are not alone if you're noticing weaker erections, restless nights, or low energy. Millions of men over 60 face the same struggles. And the truth is, it is not a personal failing, it's biology, and it can be managed. When you provide your body with the right tools, even simple ones like targeted nutrients at night, you allow it to work with you rather than against you. So here's the one action I encourage you to take today. Choose one small nightly habit to start. Whether it's dimming the lights earlier, asking your doctor about checking vitamin D, or adding magnesium to your bedtime routine, start with just one step. Over time, consistency matters far more than intensity. Small nightly practices build into powerful results. You don't need to fear your body. You simply need accurate information, guidance that allows you to make decisions with confidence instead of confusion. That's my goal here, to give you evidence, clarity, and encouragement. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay committed to your health. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more grounded, shame-free content. These are the conversations I have with men in the clinic every day, and I want you to benefit too. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, remember, your nights can be restorative, your mornings can be strong, and your health can be nurtured at any age.